Hello and welcome, everyone. I'm Alexander Debar, and you are watching the No Money But Dreams podcast. Our guest today is Mahdi, who is the CEO and founder of Trifid Agency, an agency which you started in 2016.
18.
In 2018,
Yeah,
sorry.
August of 2018.
Okay, and you started off with how many employees and where are you at today?
First employee was my driver, Ehsan, who's still there. We've gone through 6,000 applicants ever since we started. Right now we're at 150.
150
Yeah,
staff.
150 divided between UAE, Dubai, Lebanon, Beirut, and Saudi Arabia, Riyadh.
So you outsource some things out there?
No, don't outsource. It's just a team that's catering. So Lebanon is a call center that caters to. It's all part
Marketing
of Trifid.
leads,
I'm not
sales leads?
sales leads, and then Saudi is on ground execution.
So when did we meet? We met when we were working on an influencer Burger 28 strategy.
Long time ago. We met
That
in the
was
first warehouse. Me and you never met. My team met you.
Yeah.
Elbit or someone met
No,
you.
it was somebody else had approached me. And then I remember coming into
You
your
came
warehouse.
in for Mariam, you know?
Yes,
Yeah, and
exactly.
then back then, long time ago.
Yeah. And I remember walking into the warehouse and I just saw this guy in the corner with all these tattoos. I was like, who the hell is this guy, man?
Yeah, it's a long time. That was 2019. That was before COVID.
Man, that was even before 2019. I swear that was 2018 or something
No,
like
because
that.
I started August and then I left my first location back in, so 8 months later. So around mid 2019 I left and that's when we met. So it was like mid kind of that era.
Your phone is not on airplane mode, dude. We have gone through this. Put your phone on airplane mode. God damn it.
Sorry. Okay, cool. Yeah,
Okay.
so 2018 started, 2019 we met.
And we've kind of like been intertwined in a weird way ever since then. No matter what happens one way or another, we kind of find each other.
We kind of get to work, yeah. So then we worked on different campaigns, projects. It's been good.
It
We're
has
in the
been.
same vision, you know.
For sure.
We share the same end goal, I think, you know, I
No,
believe.
definitely, man. And we're both like-minded. We spent a lot of time having discussions as entrepreneurs and talking about the ups and downs of business and whatnot. So I thought it was a long time coming that we sit and have a little chat and share it with whoever's bothered to watch it.
Happy to do so.
So the first point that I want to get to is that you started Trifid Media because your boss at your first job when you came out of university
Yeah.
you had approached him with an idea. You had gotten a 500,000 dirham retainer, I believe.
I did, yeah, at the time.
And he didn't really understand this next step in
So-
media. He didn't understand new media.
No, he didn't. It was hard for them to kind of get it. It was the owner. I had another person in the company who was the director, who was my line manager, you could say, you know, the first to report to. She got it. But then the owner didn't get it. First he said, let's do it. Revenue share. I'm like, sure.
So you
And
had
I-
brought the business, basically.
Yeah,
you
but
had found the client.
He said, go find it and then I'll invest to make it bigger.
Okay.
So then I'm like, okay, fine. And then I went and I found it. I basically sold something I didn't have.
Okay.
When I went back to him, he said, I can't grow. Space is too limited. Can't get people, difficult. You know, things were too slow. And I wanted things to be done fast because I had to move fast. Everything was moving fast. I couldn't slow down. So then when he said that, I'm like, listen, you know what? I'm not going to sit here, build something for you when you're not even willing to support.
So
After,
he was potentially going to be your first investor in Trifid or in whatever
No.
is.
So my investor, the first investor, became an investor who was initially my client.
Got you.
You know-
This first client.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he became my an investor into the company, a very good friend still till today. And then he's like, "Come, I'll give you a cap of 500,000."
Okay.
That means I didn't get the cash. It's like spend. I trust you. And whenever you need it, salaries, overheads, come to my offices, spend time here. My HR will support you. My finance will support you. My legal will support you.
So he was
And-
kind of like a mentor as well.
So he's still a mentor. You know, I still look up to him so much. And then I'm like, sure, let's do it. And I did it. And 8 months went down the line. And what happened was it was very difficult to grow because at the end of the day, I was dealing with the finance and accounts of his organization.
Yeah, you didn't have any autonomy.
I did, you could say, but it needed 3 other approvals before it came. Like, for example, if I wanted something small for the production unit, I had to wait 6 weeks, not 6 weeks, 6 days, 5
Sounds
days,
like when I
4
work with
days.
you.
Nothing like that. But I had to wait, and because of the wait, things were slow again. So then I went back to him like, hey, listen, man, I appreciate it. I love everything that's happening, but I don't think I can. And it was too corporate back at the time. So I'm like, I need to leave. I need to kind of be able to open my wings and go like, I need to get this done properly. He said, okay, no problem. Just let's settle our dues, whatever it is. And I paid back every term back to him.
Which
but
essentially he gave you services,
he gave
or
me
he gave actual cash.
no, he
also?
gave actual cash. He
Okay.
paid for the. So I had an idea.
So what was the idea? Circle back,
So the
because I feel
idea
like we're
was-
beating around the
Yeah.
bush.
So idea was so Trifid is anything. The meaning of it. I googled it back then because I couldn't find any names. So I went on Google. I'm like, give me the synonyms of three. And then it just gave me Trifid. Basically, it's something that's equally split into three,
Okay.
which is back in the day was influencer marketing, production, and the client.
Gotcha.
So that's how I started.
Right.
You know, I'm like, all these influencers are being managed by companies and agencies, but they're just managing, sitting down and writing an email and responding and attending events.
Basically secretaries.
Exactly. No one is actually giving and dedicating the hard work, which is the content production element to it. And I started with micros, 20,000, 30,000. And then I ended up having, you know, some of the biggest names in the country because of that production element that we were giving to the influencers, which worked. The idea came together. And then all the other agencies that were already established and had their place in the country and in kind of the market started doing it. And they started coming to us to give production for their influencers. And
They were subcontracting to you?
Yeah, they were subcontracting. And at the same time, they were like, you know, they were like, not in a very, they were very condescending in a way when they were, you know, speaking to me and how it was going. You know, I'm not going to bring any names up, but that's how it went. And I always said, I'm hungry. I want to do more. I want to do more.
So you would take on the business.
I would take on and I would just fight. And I never did anything to destroy someone else's business. I always was like, okay, you're doing this. No problem. I'm going to go and try other ways, you know, try other streams. And it worked. And the idea was around supporting the youth. That's what I wanted to do. I'm like, yeah, it is a headache. Yes, they might be irresponsible. They might not have 5, 6, 7 years of experience in this market, but I'm not looking for someone that has 10 years of back then. I didn't want someone who has 10 years of experience in production because then I'd be looking at someone that's an expert in TV.
Yeah.
Why would I want someone
you were shifting from the old form of media into this new form, which now we all take for granted, which is social media, whether that is developed from Instagram, well, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. Now we're into the TikTok age and whatever is going to come. Definitely. And I think that the old company you were working for, obviously, I believe they were in publishing. This was kind of like the holy grail of media before. It was newspaper publishing. And then now suddenly you have the smartphone, you have internet, and you have this new wave of where people are consuming and spending their time. And these old dinosaurs, if they're not nimble enough, are not capable to catch on. And you caught on that early.
Yeah, I did. At that time.
I really give you a lot of respect for seeing that really early on, because I didn't even see that.
You know how I saw it? You know what happened? So I was managing a sales team, and I had targets back in the day. And I had to meet my targets at all times. Sales were declining because people were not spending anymore because it was not bringing them results.
Yeah.
Immediately, the government announced that every single influencer needs an NMC license, which is a National Media Council license, which costs 15,000 dirhams. And they had tiers. One of the tiers said, if you as an agency have this license, you can bring as many influencers under your wing
under your wing and use them.
So what I did was I'm like, okay, this is my opportunity. Let me go get this license and I can sign whoever I want to sign, because a lot of the influencers will not go and spend 15,000 dirhams as an investment into it, because that's not how they want to go. They're content creators. They're going to create content, talk about it. And
that's their strength. Their strength is not the business side. Their
so I
strength
did it. It worked. I went from literally 30 to 50. COVID happened. I had people working from my villa. We're all kids, right?
Yeah.
Working from my villa. And then during COVID, I was going out and about trying to make money. 2 months we're at home, lockdown. And then COVID restrictions went away. Universities were a mess. Educational systems were a mess because they're going from a physical experience to now
Online
studying, which is so difficult to shift and adapt to. Everything was a mess, and parents or guardians were sick and tired of having their kids at home 24/7
and paying school fees.
So you know what
You're
happened?
basically paying to have the kid at home.
Crazy. And then what happened was I went on TikTok and I did one video. I'm hiring everyone in this country. It just blew up.
And it blew up. And how many people, when you did that TikTok where you said, I'm hiring everybody in this country, be honest, don't just blow up the numbers to go viral.
I'm not. Legit. And there are videos and there are people that joined that are still in the company today. I did the video, next day, walked in, Wolf of Wall Street moment. You know when he does the newspaper article and the next day he comes with people fighting like... I came in the next day, I had 100, 150 people.
Just waiting for you.
You know that, remember the old warehouse? It was huge, right?
I remember coming to that warehouse and I thought it was like X-Men. It was literally... It was literally all these kids, like locker room. I'm like, bro, I came with Adnan. You remember that one time we came and met?
Yeah.
And there's literally kids everywhere.
Locker room.
There's locker room. I'm like, what is this, a university?
It's crazy. So I did that video and then they came and then I just walked in 9 a.m., 9:30. I sat in my office and you know how the offices are, everything is visible. There's
completely
no
open.
door, right?
Like even you are in a glass.
Everything's
like,
open. So I sat there, I called the first person in, I'm looking at his CV and then I'm like looking around me, I'm panicking, right? I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, how are you going to deal with 150 people?
So then I went out and in my head, I'm like, okay, listen, Mahdi, you can't interview all of them. These people don't have experience. They all look young. You want to give them an opportunity. You want to give them a permit to be here. You want to do it properly. You have a week's window to do so. So let's get it done properly. Go out there. So I went out there and everybody just wanted to work. So I took the guy's CV, threw it in a bin. I'm like, I don't care about your past. I don't care about your present. I care about your future. Everyone's hired.
And everyone just got, way!
They actually did. And it just blew up. And from there, it just took off. Obviously,
and that's kind of been your ethos. Like that's how you run your business. You rely on like young, fresh minds because they're the ones who are at the cutting edge of all these, changes.
Yeah. I welcome everyone, but I have a very short period of a trial. If I feel like you're here for a ride just because it's, you're watching it online, I'll respectfully ask you to leave.
Sure.
After like a few days, if I feel like you're serious about it, a work permit comes in place. Following a work permit, visas come in place. So now we have 100 here in the UAE. 70.
And what is the criteria? Like as a kid, I come, I'm eager to work. What are some of the criteria that you look at for me to stay in Trifid? Like what are you looking for in the first?
Be presentable. Know how to speak properly. You're not I'd like someone that's nervous, I bring on board anyone that walks into Trifid. If it's a walk-in.
And I've seen that as a testament to that.
I welcome everyone.
Sure.
I don't.
Who stays? What kind of qualities?
So with sales, anyone that makes one sale, any amount.
In what amount of time?
Doesn't matter. You have it. So I believe in a 90-day period, like a football match, and it's an example I give. With a football game, until minute 89, if the score is 0-0, it's 0-0. But then if they score minute 89 or minute 90, the whole thing changes. You get the 3 points, right? It's the same with sales in any field. You got 90 days. Until day 89, you don't make anything. Maybe day 90, it just flips and changes for you. And I believe that the commission doesn't matter. It's the recognition and the self-satisfaction you get after closing a deal, that kind of dopamine that you receive in your body when you have received a positive response from someone willing to spend could turn you into this monster of a person when it comes to sales,
Yeah.
So that's why I push as many people to do that. I've got people that when they were 20, they joined the company. Today, they're 23, making 30 grand a month. You're at 23. The guy doesn't have a higher education, probably left school as well. Doesn't mean you can't make money properly doing it after you're thought to do it in that sense or way. That's my criteria. And when it comes to other areas in the company where I have to give a salary, which I currently have around 60 people on payroll, it's just your attitude is more important than your talent.
Yeah, attitude is everything.
I don't care if you are the best content creator in the world. If you cannot accept criticism because your ideology, your concepts don't matter. The client's concepts matter. If the client wants you to go left on a content or whatever direction you want, you have to say yes, okay, sure. I believe in this, but no problem, I will. If someone, I've had so many people that are so good, super creative, but attitude just doesn't sit well. And it's not because I need to like you. My client needs to like you.
Of course, you have to manage the relationship of the client and as well as create something that they want at the end of the day.
For me, they're paying, and that's how my business is running. And we are not in a position today to say they will all come to us because of X, Y, Z. So it's all outbound. It's not inbound. I have to make calls. I have to set meetings. I have to convince. I have to sell, upsell, do whatever I can do. And then I pick it up and give it to a creative person to go like, I don't believe this would work. I believe. You know how many people I have come to me and say, I'm a cinematic guy and I need to do things in landscape format.
They're just not flexible.
I'm like, no. You do your landscape for your personal project that you would post on your personal page that your people watch and see and enjoy. Good, do that. But we can't do this here.
Yeah, I agree with you. I face some frustration sometimes trying to explain people how to do something. Like, just trust the process. Like, I'm not here unless I have some sort of knowledge to understand the direction to take. Now just listen to it. Yeah. And sometimes you have to get to that point and just be stern about it.
And if someone gives one step, I'll give them 10 steps. But some people come and go like, I have studied for 7 years this program, and therefore because of my degree and my education, I need 17,000 dirhams to start working.
And that's just a
that's like literally. I'm like, I don't even go further than that.
And that's another thing that I think that a lot of people feel that they're entitled. Like, I had friends when we left university who wouldn't work for X amount of money, let's say, because they felt that that was beneath them, which is a completely idiotic mentality to have. And then I have other friends who just took it because when you leave university, or if you drop out or whatever the story is, you just need experience. After 3 years, nobody cares where you went to university or what you studied. They're just looking at what skills have you gotten and what do you know?
And how can you add value?
Exactly. That's another point, is that people message you. Like, someone will message me on Instagram, be like, I would love to work for you. Okay, great. Well, like, why would you not say what value you can add directly instead of me having to ask you? And then you ask them and they're just sitting there like, I don't know. I just want to work. Oh, what do you mean you just want to work? And another issue there is how many people have university degrees, dude? It's a commodity now. Everybody has one. So how do you set yourself apart? It's frustrating.
I look at the ones that don't have one.
No, I know that's from your business. Me too, as well. I mean, for Burger 28, I don't need a university degree to flip burgers, right? You know, it's a matter of attitude, a matter of personality.
But if you were to hire someone for social media, would you care about a degree?
No.
If you were to
In fact, the people who don't have a degree are probably better at social media than the ones who do, to be completely honest, because it's so cutting edge and it's always changing. And that's another thing, is that just because you're in flow now, just because you know what's trending now, doesn't mean you know what's going to be trending in a month or in 2 months. And that's what makes TikTok as a platform, which Reels is copying, but it's not exactly the same. That's what makes TikTok, like, sometimes things will just explode on TikTok. You know what I mean? Out of nowhere, and you can't explain it. And maybe in 1 month, you won't be able to get it to explode. So it's moving at such a fast pace.
Adaptability. You have to be able to
And younger people are more adaptable than older people.
My head of accounts today, so I have a CFO and I have a head of accounts. She's 21, right? She joined the company when she was 19. She has access to everything I have in the company. So she has all my everything. She can literally like just press a button
and run away.
But she's never gonna do because
What's her name again?
So she's studying. She studied. She did both together. Today, she's got a degree, but I'm not taking it. She's accounts. She's finance. Something that you had to actually study.
No, you didn't. You just need to. Then everything's available on internet now,
That's
man.
What people
you can
think.
learn everything.
She did it. She's 21. Average age is 23 at Trifid. And for me, if I were to ever have a superpower, like let's say I'm 50, right? and whatever, millionaire, billionaire, no money, just an
But
entrepreneur.
dreams, no money but dreams.
No money but dreams. And I were to choose one thing that I'd want to have is adaptability. I'd want to be 50 and a 20-year-old comes to me and says, hey, this is a new thing that people are doing. You have to go here and do this and you'll go viral. And I want my 50-year-old brain to go like, you're right, let's do it.
Like Gary Vee.
Exactly.
He's capable of understanding.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah,
Role
I agree
model,
with you. That is
mentor.
a superpower
So
that anybody would want to have.
If I can do that, I think I'll always be able to be up to date with stuff, be trending, be modern, be able to support, be able to help. But the vision where I'm headed is exactly what Gary Vee is doing. And that's why I'm documenting everything as much as I can.
Yeah, so your TikTok has recently blown up.
Yeah.
I mean, you were doing very well. You got it to like around, not that numbers or views are necessarily the only metric, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You were kind of hovering around 70, I feel.
Yeah.
Around 70. And then now in the past month or month and a half, you've gone to 150.
140, I think.
140, something like that.
I don't look at the numbers anymore. I just post.
Yeah.
I post 3 times a day, twice a day. So I told myself, right?
You told me at the beginning, was it the beginning of this year that you made this
March.
sort of promise?
It was March. I promised myself beginning of the year, but then I had a 3-month kind of, lag.
Yeah.
I was lagging for 3 months.
And why were you lagging for 3 months?
I was just like, I was going through so much in the business that was stressful, that didn't allow me time. But then I'm like, I sat there, I'm like, if I can focus, give the same focus I'm giving to all these clients, to Trifid and to myself.
On yourself, yes.
I can give more back later on and it will ultimately grow, grow yourself, grow everything else. I just followed that and it worked.
Of course.
The amount of inbound leads we get, the amount of people wanting to work. I'm having people now.
Well, even just now when we were checking into the studio.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was your name, man? He's not here?
Oh, he's here.
Hey, what's your name? TK here over was just like, you're the guy from Trifid.
People know the hiring videos. Because of the hiring videos, almost every time I go into a store in the mall or anywhere, the cashiers or the people that
Can you give me a job?
No, not can you give me a job. You're the guy. I've seen your hiring videos. So the algorithm has probably picked it up. TK has seen the hiring videos as well.
I was told that I was looking for a job and I was told about you. And if you walk there, if you go there now, you will hire you on the spot.
Hey, that's what this, you're not lying on the pod then.
No, I'm not. No, that's good.
That's someone from Abu Dhabi.
Damn.
I have people in China. So basically I'm building a remote team at the moment. I have 2 people in China, Malaysia, India, Pakistan.
And how do you find these
Nepal?
people?
They find me. I don't find anyone.
Wow.
So they message. And I receive, I'm not lying. This is actual fact. I receive almost 500 applicants per day, every day. Across
On DMs or
everywhere.
by email?
DMs, company, everywhere. LinkedIn,
Every single platform.
Twitter, doesn't matter the platform, right? I'm everywhere. Facebook, I'm receiving it on every platform. Out of the 500 per day, 10 are different. So that's
and how do you filter through 500 CVs?
Me and my team do. I go through my emails, personal emails. The rest my team does. Even my LinkedIn, I'm not the one answering them. I have a kind of a brief given to my team. You know what I go tell them? I'm like, if someone says, hi, sir, just delete.
Straight away.
I don't want a hi, sir.
No, yeah.
I want to, hey, what's up? I want to, hey, bro, hey, buddy, hey, whatever. This is what our industry is.
Definitely.
I'm not a banker.
It's more relaxed.
I'm not a banker.
Flexible.
I'm not into corporate. I want someone that, is relaxed, but is also respectful. Not because I want you to, have respect with me only. You need to have respect with everyone at the company. You have to have respect with your clients. You have to do all of that. So that's what I'm looking for. So out of them, 10 are different. Out of them, 3 send videos.
And do you request a video?
I don't request anyone a video.
A lot of people are doing that now, though.
I've done so. I did a TikTok saying I'm gonna ban everyone from sending emails as text and WhatsApps and whatever. You need to send voice notes or videos. And Love in Dubai posted about it, and it was like video. 95% hate, which is I respect people's opinions.
That's TikTok, man. If you literally go into all the comments on TikTok and you read every single one, you'll go crazy because the majority is hate generally, and that's because it's a bunch of people
which is fine.
who are probably bullied and not treated with respect in the real world, that they have to come and shit on you.
No judgment there. But I believe that if you send a video to someone or a voice note, right? The people that are going to be like, oh, cringe, I'm not going to look at this, or I'm not going to spend 30 seconds looking at a video, rather I'm going to take 30 seconds reading an email, are not the ones I want to work with.
Agreed.
I don't want to work with them. No problem. You go and work with someone else. It's not like I'm limited to XYZ number of people. I'm good. The ones that do send the videos and appreciate those videos are the ones that if I start working with them, I'm going to not only develop, grow, succeed, and also be happy doing what I'm doing.
The truth is, though, when you sit in an interview within, like, you get good at it, right? Like within, I would say 20 seconds, I can tell you whether I could work with this person or not, just from their body movements, from the way they talk, the way they present themselves, the way they hold themselves. And you can only see that in a video. You couldn't see that in an email or a resume. And I think there is a company now that is setting up some sort of way of hiring people solely through video. I think that would be awesome.
Great.
Yeah.
I do it, and I send out videos. So the ones that send out videos to me, they're all like 19, 20. Their video edits are horrible. You know, no one does it good. But I'm like, at least you went the extra step to do something.
And be different.
Then be different. Therefore, I believe if you come here, you're going to be different.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you sit there and send me a long... You know what recently people are doing? They're going on ChatGPT.
Oh, God.
And it's so obvious. They don't even remove the brackets of the name.
Yeah, that's
I'm like,
awful.
man, you're copy-pasting off of ChatGPT, sending me... Why are you doing that? So, I don't go... It's just...
So there's a lot of talk that like Generation Z don't want to work or that they feel entitled. And obviously you work with a lot of young people. I don't think that's true. I think that they do want to work, but they want to work and have some sort of meaning, you know, and meaningful interaction and some sort of satisfaction, which maybe the older generations didn't need it. It was just work. And now nothing is just work, and you kind of have options and you can choose. How have you seen that play out? And what would you say to somebody who came in front of you and said, no, Gen Z is lazy? Because your whole business is built on Gen Z at the moment.
They're not lazy. You have to be able to adapt to them. You have to be a chameleon in your workspace and adapt to the ages of 17 to 19, because that's when your teen years end.
Yeah.
20 to 23, 23 to 25, because after the age of 25, your brain not stops developing, but it kind of goes like, hey, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like if you can live up till you're 25, you have a good chance of living your whole life, because some of the stuff you do between 18 to 25, like I look back, I'm like, Jesus, I really like...
Yeah, you just have to learn how to adapt to those ages. And what, like, if I'm talking with a 17-year-old at Trifid, I go in and I go like, hey, like I changed the tone of voice. I know how to speak. I talk about platforms like Discord, and I'm going like, what do you do today? Like, you know, that's my kind of thing.
Yeah, you can understand their language. Yeah, you can speak their language.
On a Friday, right? This is facts. I've been through this for 5 years. On a Friday, someone between the ages of 17 and 22, 23, 22, let's say, would care more about their weekend plans than anything else.
That's the most important thing.
You give them 15,000 dirhams as a bonus and tell them to do something, but rather choose a house party that you're going to go to with a bunch of other people to have a good time and that you're going to be recognized. I swear to God, they'll choose the house party over the 15,000 dirhams.
That's nuts.
Another thing I've learned is that one thing educational systems failed at big time is teaching the youth how to save money.
Oh, God. It's unbelievable. Not even save money. They save money and invest.
They just can't save.
But if you look at it on like the high level, the big companies want you to spend. They want you to upgrade every 5 minutes your phone, you know, buy this. Consumerism. If you taught the younger generation how to save money, then these guys would not make any money. But I think investing is even worse.
Investing is even worse.
It's terrible, man. It's not rocket science, man. You could literally put $100 since you were 18 every month into an ETF tracking like the S&P 500, and you would have $1.8 million by the time you were like 80 years old. That's unbelievable, man. But everybody just squanders it. Me as well. I can't say that I invested absolutely everything when I was that age.
I need to teach them a bit more, because I have 20-year-olds that are making $8,000 a month today on
Nothing
salary,
left.
And then like day 20. I go to the guy at like 8 p.m. before leaving the office, and I'm like, why are you still here? I don't have any money to get a cab home.
Unbelievable.
I'm like, okay, use the metro. I don't have any money.
Zero.
Zero.
Nothing.
It looks at me. I don't have any money. I'm like, what do you do with your money?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
What do they do with the money?
I don't know.
That would be an interesting piece of content to track one of their, like what they spend from the moment they get 8,000 dirhams in their bank account all the way to zero at the 20th on the month.
It's crazy.
So then they walk home?
I don't know. I know. Of course, we support them. You know, like I support them
For sure.
It's not all of them.
Why don't you actually start giving like seminars in Trifid about how to save and invest money?
You know, it's not going to be taken that seriously. They don't find it a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
True.
But it is what it is. You know, I'm just going with it.
So in general, like as we move into the digital age, everyone seems to kind of want to be a content creator. Like kids want to be YouTubers. They want to be famous, quote unquote, on social media. I mean, how would you suggest for somebody to become a content creator? Number one. And how much money do you think a content creator could get paid if they were good at what they did?
Like if they were to work for another company?
It's an open-ended question. I think no, content creator for themselves.
For themselves?
Yeah.
Oh, easily you can make $10,000 a month. If you are consistent for a year thinking you're not going to make any money, and in the second year, you're going to make easily month 18, just like how a business break-even allowances are calculated on an 18-month basis. Same way with the content creator. You post one video a day for 18 months. Month 18, you're breaking even, you're making money.
So that would be your kind of your recipe or
your
anything
investment
like that.
is 5K, 6K, the latest iPhone and a mic.
That's it.
That's it.
It's never been easier for somebody to kind of put out an idea and see what happens to it.
It's insane. And you don't have to you don't have to be talented.
No, you don't. You just kind of have to keep testing and find your niche and then double down on it. And where would you say is the biggest growth opportunity for content creators?
I think TikTok today is the largest or the biggest space. So I suggest to any content creator would be to build your strategy or your focus around TikTok and then double down on that content and recycle it on Reels, on YouTube Shorts, recently Snapchat. This is hot news. It just launched like a couple of days ago. Snapchat has launched something similar to TikTok.
Really?
It's insane.
It's launched already?
It's launched. It's active.
I have to check it out.
You can put hashtags. You can put captions. You can post a reel.
I feel the issue with Snapchat is it's very difficult to go like organically to other users.
Same thing.
It's exactly the same.
Exactly the same thing.
You're kidding.
Insane. It's insane.
Do
it on
thank
Snapchat.
God, finally.
Do it on Threads, you know, and then that's one strategy. And then recently, what I'm doing, so I'm kind of thinking, how can I tackle every platform
At once?
at once? So what I'm doing is I'm doing the Gary Vee strategy. So he records his content on a tripod in landscape. But then the top area is the title of what the video is about, and his captions come in the bottom area. So it becomes a vertical format video.
Yep.
And then he then also posts that on YouTube.
Yep.
And then
On shorts or
no,
long
as
form?
as a long form. And I've just went on Rumble as well. Because
What's Rumble?
Rumble is similar to YouTube.
Okay.
It's competing against YouTube. It's where Andrew Tate is.
Okay.
So it has a huge number of viewership on there. You know, a lot of these
And it's long form and short form as well,
exactly
like YouTube.
Exactly
Copy paste.
Copy paste YouTube. And then another app is coming up. Don't know if you know about it. It's called Chingari.
No.
So basically, TikTok is banned in India. You can't
yes,
access
I know
it.
that, yeah.
And the next country after China to compete with any country is India. They're both in the billions of population. So they've launched this app called Chingari. And Chingari is growing like a disease, a virus, right?
It's exactly the same thing
And
as
what's
TikTok.
happening is now India has now gone to Pakistan. Pakistan is slowly going to go into Nepal, Asian countries, Iran, maybe Philippines, all the big population.
Southeast Asia.
And then the next place it's going to hit is the GCC.
Yeah.
So if you want to target the largest population of people living in
The world,
the world, GCC, what's India, Pakistan, Philippines, Southeast, all these countries combined, they cover almost, I think, 70% of the population of the UAE.
Pretty much.
Could do, right? So that's another app. And it's exactly like TikTok.
I'll check it out. I haven't even heard
It's
of
called
that.
Chingari. It has a fire logo, kind of, the fire emoji. But then you think about it. You're like, how are you gonna tackle all of these platforms? You really need a
It
team.
gets tiring, man.
It's
yeah.
so I have 4 people in my team. They're called the money team. They're completely separate to what we cater to clients and whatnot. Obviously, they can help and support. So I have someone that I physically can't have enough time to make sure I'm there with my partners. I'm running a business. I'm managing all these people in 3 different countries, and at the same time, I'm sitting down and answering DMs and whatnot. So
No, it's impossible.
I take care of 2 platforms. The rest I can't.
What about creating content? Kind of what is your strategy around creating the content and how do you plan it out? So
Because
run us through that.
Okay, so
Because you didn't do that before.
No,
you
no.
just recently started
yeah,
this.
I ran out of ideas. I'll be honest with you. I just ran out. I'm like, how much am I gonna sit and educate and teach people?
Yeah, it is stressful trying to come out with the next thing every single time, trying to follow some structure to go viral.
So I was like, okay, so spontaneous content works, documenting works, and it's not planned. It's me doing me on a daily basis every day.
Which is infinitely scalable
Yes.
because you just
It
have
never
every
ends.
single day. Exactly.
Never ends. So now I have the team of 4 that does that.
And what does each one do? Does someone plan or they're just videoing you? Like
0
someone's
plans.
not videoing you right now.
0 plans. So he's not
But
here.
you say, come on, let's go, like video
Literally,
me, or
I
he's just
call out his name. His name is Birch. I'm like, Birch,
Birch!
Literally Birch, and anywhere he is,
pops out from here.
he's got the equipment that he needs. He's got the mics, he's got the cameras, the tripods, and like he
And
has
you use
now
iPhone only, right?
only iPhone. And now what I'm doing is I'm even documenting Trifid Media's sales meetings. So if someone sets a meeting with a client, I put up a tripod, I document it so I can
And
post
just
it.
cut it.
I'm literally documenting every single thing. And then I have someone that sits down and goes through it. So all the confidential information, numbers, certain things that we can't share, we just cut it out or beep it out and post the content. We're living in an era that every second is content. What we're doing now is creating content. He's creating content and probably on stories. So everyone is out there creating content, and the one that creates the most wins. I believe.
So you just believe in volume over quality?
Volume, of course. Who cares?
How many times do you post a day? Twice? Or
I
sometimes
post
thrice?
4 times, sometimes a day, 5 times. Depends. Each platform I post minimum twice. Ever since March.
Yeah, but on TikTok, for example, how many videos do you do a day?
2 minimum. 2,
Minimum
1, 2,
2.
1, 2.
And is there any specific times
I
that
don't
you
care.
suggest?
I don't believe in that. Your content, if you want to pick
will
up,
go
it will pick
viral.
up.
Yeah.
You know that too. I mean, do you have timings that you post your posts?
I like to post one video at 6 o'clock in general, but then the other one,
And has it ever been where the other one picks up?
I can't say, to be honest. I believe that if the algorithm is gonna like a piece of content, it's gonna like
It will pick it up. It doesn't
But I
matter.
wouldn't post at like 2 or 3 in the morning, for
I've
example.
done it and it has gone viral.
Really?
5 million views. 3 a.m.
At
I
3 in the
posted-
morning?
At 3 a.m. in the morning, I posted it.
Fair enough. There you go.
I've had posts.
That's a
that
hack. That's a myth. Mythbusters.
It doesn't exist.
The TikTok myth buster is in front of us.
I don't believe in it. It just doesn't
Fair
work.
enough.
And I've tried it and it has worked with me. And
So
it
your
is-
advice to anybody who's looking to kind of create content, where do they start? Like where do you have a 0 follower page on TikTok, where do you start? And you want to be a content
Depends.
creator, or you're a business.
choose your okay. If you're a business, the owner needs to be in front of the camera as much as he is behind the camera. It's a must, and you know this.
And I feel that there's a lot of businesses that are not willing to do that, and they're just going to lag further and further and further behind because they can't keep up.
It's not. You cannot bring an individual that becomes your brand ambassador and believe in it that this person is gonna be in your company forever. It's never gonna happen until you give them shares. So you cannot make them go famous or grow them because that's not the right strategy. So suck it up, come in front of the camera and start talking. Start speaking about what you know because there's no one else but you that knows your business the best.
100%.
So come and talk about it.
Okay, so where do you start? You're a content creator, not a business owner, not a business, a content creator. Where do you start? How do you create the ideas?
What industry, what niche? Fake it till you make it. Go on TikTok. Let's say you are a chef. Go on TikTok and write chef USA, chef Mexico, chef. I don't know, man. Find keywords,
And get inspired.
get inspired, take the idea, recreate it, for the benefit of doubt, or not benefit, for the, I don't know, man, like as a gesture of goodwill, that, you know, tag the person. So if your content picks up and goes viral, at least people know where
You
the
give
idea
somebody
came.
credit.
Give them credit.
Okay, cool.
That's it.
You have to answer one. Followers or views?
Views.
Views over followers? Any day of the week?
Any day of the week. I don't care. I don't care about either. I appreciate 10 views, 10 followers, and I appreciate millions. I'm good with both.
And I think that's a metric. Like, so many people put so much value on these vanity metrics, and that actually stops them from creating content because they post one video and they don't get enough views or they don't get enough likes.
They get demotivated.
They get completely demotivated. But I see that as a competitive advantage for people who are a little older, because when you're younger, you really care what people think. Comments, likes, etc. As you get older, you don't care.
True.
But I think that puts us at a massive advantage because I can post a video, you can shit on me, and I really don't care. I could give 2 Fs because I'm doing something else. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of the younger generation are not creating content. I've noticed this. There's a lot of content not created by younger people. And it's majority of older people who are like, okay, this is a massive opportunity to be able to post something for free and for 5 million people to see it. That's one of the biggest opportunities.
I kind of disagree with you there as well, because your algorithms are not, your pages do not have the younger people's content.
Perhaps.
There are younger people that are doing content at masses.
At scale?
Live streams are insane.
I know live streams are huge now.
With the youth, you know, with ages between 15 to kind of 21, live streams are crazy.
Are you doing any live streams with clients?
I can't. Because it's a very sensitive thing for us, right? Especially, you know, I have to make sure that I respect UAE, Dubai, and I gotta always make sure that I don't publish something that might in any way or form affect anything that, you know, is out there from the cultural norms.
You have to be extra careful.
And with live, because it's live, I can't, you know, I have to be careful in what goes out. It's very sensitive, especially when clients are speaking. Sensitive information is going. It could be anything. It shouldn't be even like numbers, you know,
you can't control what's going out there, and this day and age, you need to really think twice before publishing something.
Can't do lives.
But do you do lives with customers for clients? Have you tried that?
Oh yeah.
And does it work?
Yeah, 100%.
Are you seeing more ROI on lives than you're seeing on posts?
Yes, if it's organic.
Yeah.
We did a 15-minute live session with this influencer that is with us from Saudi Arabia. She did a nighttime routine. Organically, didn't say anything. Just was doing it. She was doing it and talking about something else. She was singing to the music. 15 minutes, she's doing her nighttime routine. So serum, cream, under eye, blah blah blah. And then people start asking, "What is this? What is it? What's the brand?" And she showed it for 1 second or like 3 seconds. And we were kind of tracking on the back end of the website for the traffic that's going. The website crashed.
What? You're kidding.
It's insane. Organic.
That is
super
insane.
Organic. Super organic.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is just looking for something which is more raw and real, right? In the beginning, Facebook was raw and real. Then it was perfect. Instagram, same thing. Snapchat, same thing. TikTok, a little bit different. But TikTok Live is really just you raw. Like, you can't fake it. You can't do anything
the money
like that.
the creators make on TikTok Live is insane. I know
What's
people.
the most you've ever seen somebody make on TikTok Live?
Recently, there was this thing between two of the biggest creators on Live. One from Saudi Arabia, he's originally from Pakistan, but he's based in Dubai. I think they made collectively 10 million dirhams.
What? 10 million? And we're live for how long?
2 hours.
Jesus.
I think that much.
That's unbelievable.
You have no idea. You just insane. It's just some stuff like, you know, I wouldn't allow myself to go and do like put whipped cream on my face or draw on my face or these stupid things that people are doing.
And this goes viral, or a lot of people
interact with it, which is, I'm not with it. But there are some live streams where it's actually entertaining to watch, and then you gift your fan, your fans, you're gifting your creator to support them,
your artist,
whatever. So it's kind of, and the money they make is insane. Like, they could easily be making 20K a day, 15K a day, 10K a day
That is unbelievable. That's even more than like a Snapchat influencer who's going to different places from time to time.
It's crazy.
I know you have a pretty intense morning routine now, which you just started.
Been a month and a half.
Month and a half.
Yeah.
Can you run us through it?
So ice bath.
Okay.
I go on ice 3 minutes 3 times a week every morning.
And what time do you do that?
6:30, kind of, you could say.
First thing, as soon as you wake up.
I wake up. So I have a rule. When I wake up, for the first 5 minutes, I don't touch my phone.
Yeah, I started doing that as well.
You know, and it helps a lot. And even at night, the last 5 minutes, I don't touch my phone.
Yeah, which is difficult.
Yeah, it's difficult because you're like on your phone. You're at night, and you're like, okay, now I'm falling asleep. Let me put it. I put it away
Before you, when you get ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, I kind of close my eyes and I'm go like, okay, now it's away, and now I'm gonna get ready to. So 6:30 ice bath, take the dogs for a walk, and then come back, shower. I do the ice bath in the beginning because it wakes me up, especially when I put my head inside the water. It really.
And what temperature do you go on?
I don't measure, but I put 50 to 75 kilos each time of ice. Each 25 kilos is 10 dirhams. I bought a huge freezer for 500 dirhams to store the ice.
Just stack it all in there.
Just stack it all. I go weekly, stack enough for me to, 6 to 8 25 kilo packs could last me a week.
And what benefits have you seen?
Better sleep, better productivity. If I am sick and I go in the ice bath, faster recovery. If I feel like tired,
Have you adjusted your diet as well in doing this or no? Or
not yet entirely yet. I'm on my way there.
Should try fasting. There's a lot of positive stuff around
I like food. I want to be comfortable eating whenever I want, whatever I want. But I'm limiting certain things. I'm not that much of an extreme person.
Yeah.
I know it gives better results, but like I just don't want to cut certain things. There's like if I'm fasting for 9 hours and I see cheese in front of me, I'm gonna go insane. I want to have the cheese. I don't want to like limit myself to anything.
For sure.
So I have the ice bath, then I go to work. Trifid Media starts at 9. I wait until everyone shows up until 9:20, 9:25, and then
your X-Men minions.
And then every morning we do 5 minutes of meditation.
All of you.
For sales, it's forced. And I force it because I want them to start thinking about what they're going to achieve for the rest of the day. Because they need to think, manifest, and actually put the work in to achieve their targets.
Yeah.
You need to break down their targets into small, little bit targets and then achieve them. But for the other, and the people in production and admin and influence relations and all that, it's comfortable. Like it's free for them. You don't want to do it, go down. Go down, stay quiet, go smoke, go buy coffee, do whatever you want. Because we have a market as well at Trifid. We serve everything. So do whatever you want to do and then come back up after 5 minutes. And then at 9:30, I go down to my real estate. And
you just started Trifid Properties.
2 months ago, Trifid Properties.
Talk to us a little bit about that. Why did you decide to kind of pivot? I admire you trying to go into all different types of businesses where you see an opportunity. I think that's really novel.
The opportunity is huge.
It's enormous, but highly competitive.
Very much, but it's...
So how are you gonna have any edge? Where do you feel that you're gonna have an edge?
Every property or real estate company today is a real estate first and then is a media company afterwards. They start outsourcing their work to people in the country that have all been trained by me, that have all been under my mentorship. All these companies out there who are creating content for different people going viral. I'm going to be the first media company that has a real estate underneath it.
So that's kind of your USP.
Yeah, every agent. So I have a rule. You want to come in as a real estate agent. You want to come in to sell property. If you're unhappy to be in front of the camera.
I just foresee like sunset. Please,
yeah,
can you please make a reality? You need to make a reality TV show of this.
That's coming.
Dude, that is gonna be hilarious.
That's coming. If you don't want, if you're not gonna create one video a day every day, you're not welcome. Go work for another real estate company. Because
they themselves have to create it, so they need
to
be
No. That's what I do for them.
You create the videos for them.
Yeah. So what all these real estate agents out there today paying 10, 12, 15, 7, 8,000 dirhams as a monthly retainer to all these other companies, stop paying them. Come to Trifid Properties. I'll do it for you for free.
You savage.
I mean, it's different, right? It's what I'm providing. I know how it works. I'm offering it, and it's gonna eventually generate leads. From those leads, you make money and you grow.
For sure.
It's insane. The property market is insane.
How insane is it?
Oh my
How
God.
much money are we talking?
Crazy amounts of money. You have no idea, and it's so hot right now.
Give us numbers, man.
Average of commissions could range from 150,000 dirhams to 500,000 dirhams.
Just for selling
Agent cut.
Which is what percent of the property price?
6%. They give 6%.
So they're paying 6%.
Total 6%. Then if you split it different, but sometimes you could go in, you can get a broker's license like this. You don't need a company. You can go do it if you need to.
Yeah, there's individuals who can be brokers.
Yeah, you can do it, right? And then you go get 6%. Come on, okay, so does that mean right now, me as the CEO, founder of Trifid Media, I'm making whatever. If I sell 2 to 3 a year, that means I'm making the income of what I'm making today at running a business with 150 people for a year.
Yeah, with a lot less headache and a lot less risk.
Now, I don't mind the headache. I like it. So I'll run the media business, but I also run a real estate.
Have you done this kind of concept with anything else, like affiliate marketing?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Affiliate marketing, we started 2 months ago with a product called Arc Drops.
What is Arc Drops?
So it's a productivity booster, kind of energy booster.
It'll blow your head up. I tried it the other day.
Does
No, it doesn't blow your head up.
But did it impact you in any way?
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was like a wake-up call. I felt like it was like a yo.
All it does is opens up your oxygen.
Yeah, it's almost like when you eat mustard or wasabi or something like that. It opens up all your...
And then if you breathe, more oxygen goes into your lungs, and therefore better results at the end of the day. So started 2 months ago. Till today, in 2 months, we've made total revenue sales, top line, of 180,000 dirhams.
And that's literally, you saw a product, you created a TikTok account for it. I mean, you reached out to them, right?
So it's called Arc of Sweden Arc Drops, 1.1 million original page. Reach out to them. Hey, you're giving 10% as affiliate on your website. I want this much, which is obviously higher. But I'm a marketing agency and I am a GCC expert. I know how to create content for the GCC users, which is basically, I took what concept worked with them, which is a tagline, a voiceover, certain audio in the background, and people trying it. I literally did the same thing, put a Khaliji voiceover on top of it, put audio, and the page blew up. Today it has 30 million views on the hashtag.
Oh, wow.
180,000 dirhams in top line revenue, and then our commission after that.
Fantastic.
And on top of that, the page is owned by us. So
yeah, you actually own the distribution, like
not the distribution.
not the distribution.
The distribution comes from Sweden.
You own the customer acquisition tool.
Correct.
Which is the most important tool.
Yeah.
And are you planning on doing that with other products?
I've already started with the ice baths.
Okay, so you're also doing that with the ice baths. What are they called? The ice baths?
Ice bath GCC. I have the domain.
Okay, nice.
So the ice bath brand is called Allura.
Okay, which is manufactured where?
UAE.
Okay.
But the page is called Ice Bath GCC.
Okay. And do you invest, apart from doing business and all these opportunities, do you invest in anything else like property? Do you invest in stocks or anything like that? And do you plan on doing that?
Definitely,
or you're just focused on business?
I just want to surpass this thing that I need for passive income, which even if it takes another 5 years, I don't mind. Once I have that position where if I'm asleep at night, I wake up in the morning and I've made 1,000 dirhams. Forget anything more. I'll be ready to kind of go like, okay, now it's the time.
You'll be happy. Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I hope you reach that point. It's been a fabulous discussion.
Yeah.
We're 55 minutes in.
Nice.
That went real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. And
thanks for having me.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.
Cool.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good day.